What is the true purpose of yoga? If I tell you that so and so is the true purpose of yoga, or give you a specific answer, then I am minimizing the importance of yoga itself or limiting its scope and purpose. With that answer, I may also be deciding what is important for you or for others, whereas that decision should be entirely yours. Everyone's circumstance is different, and there is no single universal solution for anything. In case of yoga also, there is no single purpose for which it is practiced. You may practice it for any number of reasons: peace of mind, good health, calming the nerves, increasing the mind and body balance, improving memory, intelligence, or self-awareness, cultivating detachment, overcoming stress, and so on. Similarly, there is no one yoga system which fits all. It depends upon what suits you or what is the best one for you. However, traditionally, yoga is practiced for some definite purposes. The answers can be found in the Yoga Sutras, the Bhagavad Gita, and several yoga Upanishads. In the very beginning of the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali states that the purpose of yoga is to suppress the modifications or fluctuations of the mind, which may arise from right thinking, wrong thinking, imagination, sleep, or recollection. Patanjali says that these modifications may be troublesome or wholesome, but only when they are fully suppressed, you will realize your true nature and abide in it. And the mind becomes still through self-control and purification practices. You will gain control over your thoughts and emotions and achieve mental stability, equanimity, peace of mind, sameness, freedom from attraction and aversion, intelligence or discernment, and so on. Thus, stilling the mind to know who you truly are is another important purpose. When your mind is peaceful and in your control, you will have additional benefits such as good health, discernment, better judgment, and so on. These are all immediate benefits or ancillary purposes, and most people are happy with them. Now, there is a greater purpose, which is to overcome suffering, dukkha. The Bhagavad Gita defines yoga as disassociation from pain and suffering. It has to be achieved in stages by seeing the true self as oneself through discernment, detachment, withdrawal, and self-restraint. Patanjali says that for a yogi who has discrimination, suffering is ubiquitous. For him, everything is suffering because it arises from his karma, which accumulates continuously due to his actions. Second, because of the physical and mental pain to which he is vulnerable. And third, because of the samskaras or the latent impressions which are etched in his consciousness. One has to overcome suffering by knowing its causes and removing them through the practice of yoga. Desires and attachments are the main reasons for our suffering, and they have to be overcome through discernment, detachment, and renunciation. Overcoming suffering in all its forms is an important and higher purpose of yoga. But it is not the ultimate purpose. The ultimate purpose is achieving liberation by overcoming the impurities of egoism, ignorance, and delusions. Abiding in the true self. Through the practice of yoga, one has to escape from the world itself or from samsara, the cycle of births and deaths. By suppressing the modifications of the mind, cultivating right knowledge and overcoming false knowledge, one becomes aware of the true self. By abiding in that through devotion, concentration, contemplation, and self-control, samyama, one overcomes the duality between the seer and the seen and becomes dissolved in the purest state of stateless and formless samadhi. Whether you practice Raja Yoga or Gnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga or Sannyasa Yoga, these are the broader goals or the purposes of any yoga. It is better to keep them in mind while you may practice any yoga for any purpose which you deem fit. However, do not forget that yoga is a great tool which is readily and handily available to change yourself or change your thinking and motives or for any other greater purpose. It is like having a great spaceship in your backyard, whether you want to use it to go on an interstellar travel across the universe or just to go to a nearby store to buy groceries. It is entirely up to you.